Hi folks. Today we're going to discuss the hypocrisy of the girly men of Sea Shepherd. Yeah, that's them kids. Girly men hypocrites. Specifically, the behavior and the actions of Peter Bethune, who was recently released from prison in Japan and deported back to New Zealand. Now, when this gentleman was in Japan on trial, he had tears coming down his face. Right out of the eye, the tear ducts. Yeah, to try to get sympathy from the court. Well, I guess it worked because they let him go. So now while he's in Japan on his way back home, he's very polite. So now he gets back to New Zealand, and then no longer is he Peter the Polite. He's Peter the Ungrateful, practically giving the Japanese the raspberry. But wait a minute. That's not the only group he does this to. He does it to his own government of New Zealand, specifically the Prime Minister of the time, for being the lapdogs of the Japanese. What, did you expect New Zealand to mount an invasion on Tokyo to get you out of the prison? Oh, I know what you expected more realistically. More of a diplomatic effort on the part of your government. I seem to recall reading that when you illegally boarded the Japanese ship, you refused to be released from the ship, that you insisted to be taken back to Japan. Hello? Hello? You got what you asked for. Now you're berating your own government for that? So now he says, when he was in prison there, they treated him, because of the negative press in the Japanese media, they thought he was evil and treated him as if he was Hannibal Lecter. Well, you know something? And then, wait a minute, about this evil business. Then he complains that he was in prison with murderers and gangsters and rapists. Hello? You're in prison. Who did you expect to see there? Mother Teresa and some Buddhist monks? Of course, when you're in prison with murderers, rapists, and gangsters. But he said he was in solitary confinement on the 11th floor for 23.5 hours a day. I have a few questions here. You're complaining you're on a floor with all these despicable people. Did you think perhaps you were put in solitary confinement to protect you from these evil people you were afraid of? You think maybe they did that for that reason? And I also have this question. If you were in solitary confinement, which I do not doubt, how do you know who else shared that floor with you? Oh, I know how. That half hour you were not in solitary confinement, they led you from cell to cell, introducing you to your fellow inmates on the floor. While you were being introduced, was that song in the background playing? Getting to know you, getting to care all about you. I'm telling you, these people at Sea Shepherd are amazing for their hypocrisy and their childish behavior. But you know something? I appreciate that very much. Thank you. We'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless the nation you happen to be in. See you.